So I figured I'd do an update. Let's see, it's about mid-September, and you know, I asked the cards and God if it was okay for me to do a reading today. So it turned up yes, and so I'm doing a reading. I have a couple new decks that I wanted to show. I've got Thelma Tarot, which I found to be very, very pretty decks. They use very deep, dark colors, very rich colors, and it's like, I feel like I'm looking like deep into the ocean when I look at them. And then I also have my oracle cards, which I wasn't really sure if I wanted to use these for the general public, but I got a yes, so I will. So I'm going to do a tarot spread for everyone today, just a general tarot spread for the day. I do believe it's September 16th, 2017. So I took some time off from tarot just to like breathe and space myself and get some energy back, because I had a really, really like draining day at the market. So I took some time off and I just, you know, got my energies back up and my vibrations back up. And I've been doing a lot. I think I offered to make a mermaid crown for someone. And I don't know if she'd accept it or not, but I have it in the works, and all of my ideas for it are getting planned out. But I'm also making a bunch of jewelry and charms and things for people. And I use like all real stones and all real gems. Like these are actual pearls, and this is clear quartz crystal. Some of them have rainbows in them and stuff. And I do my own wrappings and things. This is my own, actually. I made a little crystal critter. It's lepidolite, but he's got like little horns and little eyes. But he's mine. You can't have him. I'm sorry. But yeah, I make all kinds of, you know, charms and amulets and things that will help you. Crystals themselves have their own innate properties that if you meditate with them, you can feel. If you tune into them, you will feel them, and they will help you heal or expand your mind, or you know, whatever energies you want to pull out of them. You look for that specific energy from that crystal, from a crystal, and it will help you. Like clear quartz is really good for grounding and clarity of thought, and it's a really good base crystal to put whatever kind of energies you like in there. My kitty has allergies and she's coughing. You alright? So cute. Fluffa. But yeah, see, what else have I been doing? Been doing my crystals, been breathing, situating myself, bought a bunch of books, expanded my libraries. I think it's ready. So this is like a brand new deck. I just got it, and so this will be like the very, very first reading with it, so I'm hoping it comes out well. Please, Lord, please. a reading for September 16th, 2017. What do we need to know? Queen of Pentacles. Such deep colors with this deck. I love this deck. So we have the Queen of Pentacles as a bonus card. I don't know if you can see that. Absolutely beautiful colors on this. So deep and just dark, and just got, I feel just like pulled into this. It's amazing. I love this deck. And so in our past we have Three of Wands, moving forward, planning out stages, which is basically what I've been doing. Watching for your ships to come in, watching for your efforts to come to fruition. It can also speak to a third-party relationship. There are 2 wands and then 1 wand on the outside. It can be karma coming back, watching for good fortune, your karma, things that you've worked toward, things that you've put your energy into, and waiting for those things to come to you, and waiting for that energy to come back to you. In our present moment, we have the Strength card reversed, crossed by the Tower reversed. Look at these cards, holy cow. Just beautiful, beautiful. This is it upright. Just wow. I love it. Anyway, so the Strength card reversed can either mean that you are feeling extremely in control, grounded, balanced. Things are just going well for you, and you have that inner strength on a very, very deep level, and you are in control and gracefully and compassionately controlling like your inner and outer worlds. The story behind it is the woman is in a field and she gets approached by this roaring lion, and what she does is she gently and calmly and compassionately closes the mouth of that lion, and then it's just, you know, she gains that peace from that. But it's can also mean the inner world and the outer world. And when it's reversed, it has 2 stories. So it can either be that you have an incredible amount of strength that you're drawing on, or you can be letting go of something and not trying to control anything. Or you feel like you have no strength. You feel like you have no control. You feel like you've given up that control. Maybe you are out of control. In the negative aspect of this, it can be that somebody is out of control and they are not controlling their emotions, not feeling grounded and stable. They are explosive or angry or upset and sad, and that can be Strength reversed. And then with the Tower reversed in the Challenge position, the Tower upright can speak to a very, very deep and profound change. It can be very shocking and fast, and it's like a truth hits, and that's why this lightning bolt is on there. That's like a very shocking and deep truth that hits you from out of nowhere, and that brings your tower down. That brings this tower of lies, this tower that you've built that was unstable, this thing that in your life that needed to come down because it just wasn't good for you. And so that brings all of that down so that you can build on a foundation of truth, and that's better for you, so that you can build anything that is good for you. So being in a reversal position, this Tower has two ways it can go, or more. It's either that you are resisting this change, and that's a challenge for you. You are resisting the change that needs to happen. You are resisting a truth. You are refusing to look at something. You are refusing to look at a truth. And it's bringing like the world around you down, and you're just like stubbornly putting your head in a hole and not even acknowledging it. It's like living a lie. It's like, you know, just going through your life knowing all these things are bad for you, knowing that something is incredibly bad for you, or it's just not going anywhere and you're stuck, but you just keep plowing ahead. You just keep going because you think eventually it's going to work out, when all around you are signs that, like, it's the truth, that this is not good for you. This is not towards your best interest. And it's telling you to bring this thing down, but you're like resisting it, and you're just going about your daily and trying to keep the status quo. And that's basically the Tower reversed. Or it is a big and powerful change that is taking a very long time to work its way through. Maybe you aren't resisting it. Maybe you're going with the flow, and you are changing your life in deep and profound ways, and you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you're doing that, but it's taking an extremely long time for it to happen. And that's the challenge for you, to just keep going through that process. At the base of our reading, we have the Five of Swords reversed, and this can be fights. This can be not wanting to fight. This can either be like, it's an extreme fight, because like the Five of Swords upright is a battle of thoughts, a battle of words, a battle of truth. It can be, this is Isis. She's the coffee one. It's my baby girl. It can be, when it's upright, it can be sharp and cutting words from someone who is just angry and wants to get the truth out, or wants to hurt people. It can be a really harsh and critical discussion. Something that needs to be said but is done in such a way that it's harsh and cruel. Or it can be this person doesn't want to fight. Someone doesn't want to fight. Maybe they're dropping their swords and they're just walking away from it, and they don't even want to battle at all. At the top of thoughts, and the Five of Swords reversed is the foundation of the reading. So this is why this is all happening, basically. At the top of thoughts is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups. Check that card out. Holy cow. That is beautiful. Rainbows and butterflies and swans. So like the Ten of Cups is wish fulfillment. It's the ultimate. It's the ultimate emotional fulfillment. It's, you are living with your soulmate. You are happily married, you have a beautiful family, you are supported and encouraged by all your friends, you just have this heavenly experience. But it's like the pinnacle of that. It is the pinnacle, and being a 10, it has to transform into the 1 again in order for you to build back up to the next 10. And all the and all of the elements, like cups, wands, swords, and pentacles, they all have this progression up to 10. And, Lord help me, the battery is dying. they all have this progression up to 10. Give me a second. I can't pause it. I haven't shown you everything. Ice has knocked out the plug. Alright. So anyway, this reading, I swear. The Ten of Cups is, in each of the elements there is a progression up to 10, and as it goes up to 10, you have to reach that pinnacle and then come back around to the Ace again, which is the 1. And sometimes it's very hard for people to reach that 10, that pinnacle, and then realize that they have another step to build. All the way up to 1, it's like you're building this step, and you're like, you know, lifting your foot up onto this step, and then you finally stand there on your step once you've built it. With the 10, whenever you've reached that pinnacle, you are standing on your step that you have built. And then when you go back down to the Ace again, it's like you're going to build another stairway up and towards growth and evolution and a new phase in your life, and becoming more of you and more in alignment with your path and traveling along your path. So you're always continuously going up a set of stairs, and you know, some people can, you know, fall back down the stairway, or you know, not transition up past that 10 of Cups. But once you reach that, that is like a pinnacle, and it will come back down to the 1 in order to progress. Now, this doesn't mean, it can be an ending to a relationship, or it can be just a new phase in the relationship. But it is like the ending of a phase. It's the pinnacle, it's the topmost tier, it's the ending of a phase. And that's at the top of thoughts. So you might be wanting this, you might be thinking about this, you might be thinking of how to move forward in your phase in life, or you just may be very, very happy and you're just thinking about these things. And then moving forward into the future, we have the Page of Wands reversed. The Page of Wands, all pages are messengers, and it's like somebody is offering you something, or someone is communicating something, or it can actually indicate a child in your life, or somebody acting like a child. And with the Page of Wands reversed, this would be a very fiery or dispassionate person. This can either be a message of extreme passion, or anger, or sadness, or depression. It can be a person who is acting out in anger, depression, sadness, passion, or they are just not motivated. This can be a situation where a person is not acting, a situation where a person is not motivated. They aren't moving forward. They aren't going to move forward. They don't want to move forward, and they're dispassionate and not taking action, because wands are all about action. Wands are all about passion and motivation and just that fire, that spark in your life. And when it's reversed, it can either be an overabundance of that fire, like anger and love and spirituality and sex and all that kind of stuff. And when it's also reversed, it can also be just the lack of all that, and you're just dispirited and you have no flame in your life. You are utterly spent. You are depressed and sad, and you're not motivated, and you don't move anywhere. You don't go anywhere. You're stuck, basically. And so that's the Page of Wands in reversed. It can be a message of that, or somebody who is acting in that way. And then for our first energy line, which indicates either you or a person around you, we have the Moon reversed. And boy, is that a card. Holy cow. I'm seriously loving this deck. It is absolutely beautiful. If you don't know about this deck, check it out. It is really, really pretty. but that's the moon, and it's reversed right now. And so the moon reversed can talk about secrets and fears and depth, like inner depth. If you think about like psychology and deep emotions and reasons why you respond the way you do, and childhood memories and things that come up from the depths of yourself and act in your life without you really understanding why. That's the moon. It can also talk about secrets around you, people who are holding secrets, or secrets that you are holding within yourself, things that you know about and you're not talking about. But when the moon is reversed, either these secrets are like, it's very, very confusing for you and you're not sure, it's not clear, nothing is very clear around you, and you're just totally confused and fearful about what's going on. Or it can be clarity, where you see finally what's going on, you see the light, you see the truth, it's uncovered, these things come bubbling to the surface and you are able to discern what is going on in your life. Maybe somebody comes forward with the truth, maybe you come forward with the truth, maybe somebody else comes forward with some kind of deep revelation, or you find a deep revelation in yourself, a deeper understanding of your emotions, because the moon is all about emotions and intuition and, intuition, fears, secrets, all of these very, very deep and, psychic insights. And then, so that's our current situation here with this energy line, and that would be the person or you. And on the outside of this is the second card here in the energy line is the environment. It's either how people see you, or this is the energy that's going on around you, and that's the Ace of Pentacles. It really is a beautiful card. Holy cow. I swear, I really, really love this deck. So intricate and beautiful and just deep colors. But it is about opportunities and beginnings and starting something new. It can be spiritual, it can be financial, it can be stability-wise, anything that brings stability into your life. Some sort of new opportunity that's there, it's being offered, and you are taking that opportunity, you are going forward with it. And so that might be how people see you, or this might be the energy around you. Big, beautiful coin. Lord help me. But in your, this is the third card in this line, and this is your emotions, hopes, and fears. And we have the Two of Pentacles, and it's this little guy on this little unicycle, and he's on the beach, for heaven's sakes. He's on the beach, and he's juggling these two pentacles with this rough sea behind him, but he's like having the time of his life doing it. And he's got it on lockdown. He's not, he's just having a good old time. It's about, this card depicts balance and being able to handle things, being able to juggle. This is, I think you've met all of my kitties. That was Hannah before, who jumped up. And then this is Desi, my little bastet. And so with the Two of Pentacles, it's like all of these things are going on around you. It's very much like autotelic flow. If you haven't heard about that, look into it. Autotelic flow is very much being like in the flow of the universe, and there can be all this chaos going on around you, but you're in the midst of it. It's a lot like being a Pisces, where you are in the midst of a hurricane. You are the eye of the storm, and you're just balanced and calm, and everything's going on around you, and but everything kind of like falls into place like clockwork. But that's like autotelic flow. Athletes do it a lot, and people of faith can do it a lot. It's intense focus and faith and concentration. It's very interesting. But that's your emotional state right now, or this can be your hopes and fears. I don't know why it would be a fear. Maybe a hope. Don't put your pawpaws up there. You're not allowed up there. Little pawpaws. And then in our outcome, though, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. As a reversal, this does have two meanings. Baby girl, you are not allowed there. And the first meaning would be a child or a messenger getting a message or giving a message. Being in the reversal, it can be about someone who's being very childish in this way, like very, very immature, not showing stability, not showing groundedness, not showing spirituality or faith, because Pentacles talks about either spirituality, finances, or stability in some way. Baby girl, stop your Popeyes. Alright, you want your Popeyes up there. Alright. It can be someone who's very immature and not showing these things, or it can show a message or a person who's being extremely grounded, but it's a new start at it. It's a new way of showing it. It's a new beginning, because it is a page, and pages are all about something new or young, and it's either just someone who's acting in a childish way, or it's immaturity, one of the positive or negative aspects of that. But with reversals, it can always, the upright version can always be kerfuddled in a way. So when it's reversed, it's like it's either one or the other. You are either too much of something or you are lacking in it. And that's spirituality, faith, finances, or stability. It can show just a great deal of it, a great deal of faith, new beginnings, prosperity. Which I'm hoping that is what is the case. It's like an extreme financial start. That would be interesting. Kind of like winning the lottery or something like that. And then in this line, this is either you or it is a person around you in your environment. These four cards here, it's the same as this one, only reflection. So we have the Knight of Cups upright, which is a person who is extremely stable. If you look, he is on his horse and he's moving forward, and he has this cup in his hand which is brimming with water. And if you've ever ridden a horse, it's extremely difficult to hold any kind of liquid in your hand and walk the horse forward at any pace. And so this person is extremely balanced, and they're trying very hard to maintain the balance of their emotions. They're very much in control of it, but not overly so. If it was too much, it would be in the reversal. So this person is doing a very good job of just maintaining control of their emotions and moving forward at a good pace. In their environment, or how people see them, is the Six of Swords. Lord help us, look at that card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Ugh. Six of Swords upright. And this person is moving forward away from something. They had a lot of sorrow, they had a lot of pain, they had a lot of thoughts that were just agonizing. It was very painful for them. Just everything going on in their mind. It was stressful. Mental anguish of some sort. A truth that was very painful for them. But it was in their emotions, in their heart. And so what they did was they separated their thoughts from their emotions. You can see this woman has put, this person rather, has put all of their swords into the boat above the water. Water represents emotions, swords represents thoughts, truth, communications. And with this, they move forward. They're able to move forward from that pain and from that mental anxiety into calmer waters. They're able to gain control. So this is how people might be seeing this Knight of Cups. This might be how people are seeing you, or this is the energy around you. And then in their thoughts, in their emotions, their hopes and fears, is the Justice card. Look at that beautiful card. She's got her sword of truth. She's got the scales. In one of the scales, in one bowl of the scales, is the heart, and another is the feather, representing emotions, representing thoughts, air and water. And then also, she has the sun and the moon on her scales. Intuition and truth. Beautiful, beautiful card. Check that out. Holy cow. I love this deck. I love it. But, so that might be that you are gaining, you are hoping for, or you are feeling justice. You are feeling truth and balance. You are feeling, the culmination of a situation which comes out in a balanced way. It's it can also mean a court decision or some finality like that. Something has found balance, something has found truth. You see the truth, you see the balance, you feel the balance. This can also be a Libra person in your life. This is one of the 2 major arcana, 3 major arcana in this spread. 4 major arcana, we have one more. Oh, 5. 5 represents change. Lord help us. Yep. And our 5th one is the outcome, and that is the Hanged Man. It can be sacrifice or waiting or trying to see things from a different perspective. This person has put themselves in that place. They are not, the story behind the card is not that this person has been like caught by somebody and put there as a punishment. It's more of a self-sacrifice. This person has placed themselves there. They are doing this on purpose in order to find a truth, to see things from a different perspective, to look within themselves or look in the outer world and just see things from that way. And they take that time out. They force themselves to stop and think and see a truth from a different light. Very interesting, this card has a snake wrapped around this person's leg. It's not a rope. He's hanging himself from a tree as always, but instead of a rope like usual, it has a snake wrapped around his leg. And I like that because, I don't know if you can see it, it's like getting me instead. But the snake represents healing, medicine, good medicine. If you look snakes up and their symbolism, it can be about transformation and change and healing, but all in very, very good ways. And so this person is healing. They are using some form of medicine, and that is in the form of looking at things in a different perspective in order to heal a situation or themselves, in order to find that balance. Really, really great. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the Hanged Man, Justice, the Tower, Strength, and the Moon as our major arcana cards in the spread, and 5s represent change. 5s in numerology represent change. And then at the bonus, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is extremely spiritual and grounded and financially stable. She's very generous and giving. She has a great amount of abundance in her life, and she's able to give, and she does so very willingly because she wants to make the people around her happy. And yeah, that is the Queen of Pentacles, and that is the overall for this spread. Now, I didn't know whether or not I wanted to use these for the general public, but because I wanted to just have them for my own, but I don't really feel like that would be fair to everybody, just to keep like a deck to myself. So Lord, please, Lord, what is the advice for this spread? 3 cards, please. 3 cards for September 16th, 2017. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. John 14:27. I don't know if you can see it. That's what it says. Peace be unto you, as my Father hath sent me. John 20:21. Peace, peace, peace. Lord help us. One more card. Nothing shall be impossible unto you. Matthew 17:20. Thank you, Lord. I'm sorry my reading came out as a little bit of a mess. The cats love it when I do readings. They want to be a part of it, and they insist upon it. And I haven't done a reading here for a very long time, so they were a little bit excited. But yeah, I hope this resonated with you. I hope it was able to guide you and you were able to find some truth that can help you. But yeah, that is the reading for today. If you would like a reading with me, my information is in the description, along with all of my spreads. I also have a new spread that I've been working on that works pretty well. It's a relationship spread, and I'll have that up for offer as soon as I get all of the details for it down. But yeah, if you would like a reading with me, please give me an email, and I will set up an appointment with you, and I will talk to you later.